Shaka Hislop is joining me. And Shaka, we've just been getting all the goals today. Another 3-2 win, this time for Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga against Wolfsburg. But Wolfsburg definitely did not make it 100% easy for them. We know a lot of eyes would have been on Bayern, considering it's been a tough week for them, having to accept the reality that they're not going to defend their Champions League title. They needed a big performance to kind of bring a smile back to the faces of their fans. Did they get it?
They got a win. I don't know if that constitutes a big performance, and more distance between them and the chasing plaque as we start to run out of games for anybody to catch Bayern Munich. But in terms of that big performance that you're asking about, Alexis, I don't think so. Listen, I thought clearly Bayern had the better players, and that was telling. That indeed was the difference between them and Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg should have opened the scoring. Baku after 5 or 6 minutes, good save from Manuel Neuer. And then a couple of errors from Wolfsburg goalkeeper Castells, see Bayern go up, Wolfsburg claw themselves back into it. And then, Bayern continued to go ahead. And in the closing exchanges at 3-2, Wolfsburg chasing an equalizer, I thought that's when you really saw the difference between the two. Not a lot of difference in terms of their football, but just at that crucial moment, that final pass was just lacking for Wolfsburg. And for me, that was the difference between a Bayern Munich who are running away with the Bundesliga and Wolfsburg who are comfortably positioned in third, but really aren't in Bayern's class. The only difference between the two of them on the day is the quality of the individual, not the football.
Speaking of individuals, Leroy Sané, he had a couple of chances. Unfortunately, didn't get to put any of them away. Again, more eyes have been on him, especially in the absence of Lewandowski, to probably provide a bit more than, we have been seeing. What did you think of his performance and I guess his development now that we're seeing at Bayern?
I think a lot in that squad are missing Robert Lewandowski. And that's no real criticism of Choupo-Moting, who's deputized well on the score sheet again for Bayern Munich. But when you have a player like Robert Lewandowski, we've been talking about this over recent weeks with any number of that kind of world-class talent. When you take them out the squad, regardless of who you put in, it just lacks something, lacks a little bit of the spark, lacks a little bit of focus. And again, I don't mean to be critical of Choupo-Moting here, but when you take, in my opinion, the best number 9 in world football out of a starting lineup, of course it's going to have knock-on effects elsewhere in the park. And I think that's where it showed. Other people who maybe would stand across up are now looking to cut inside and have a shot themselves. And a lot of your play just kind of either feels disjointed or looks a whole lot different when that player is missing. So to your point about Leroy Sané, I think that's just part and parcel of trying to pick up the slack and trying to cater to a different type of player who's playing in that number 9 position.
And then finally, Bayern now 5 games left. They only need 3 wins to secure their title and defend this Bundesliga title. The writing's on the wall, isn't it, Shaka? Barring some other madness that we know can happen, though. You never know.
Yeah, the writing's on the wall. And listen, it's kind of par for the course now that Bayern win the Bundesliga title with, games to spare, and that's how it will pan out again this time. And when they finally clinch the Bundesliga title, it'll be celebrated, and understandably and rightly so. But you just, once again, when you're talking about Bayern Munich, given their run in lifting Bundesliga titles, and we're talking about a team that hasn't even gotten to the Champions League semis, it just, as somebody on the outside looking in, I'm not a Bayern fan, it just feels a little anticlimactic. It just feels a little bit short of where you normally expect to see Bayern Munich.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.